5 years in the game, for warrior seeking high acclaim. From dawn to dusk he weaves his spell, making sure their stories sell. He's the wizard of the wood tonight, lighting up the legal sights light, turning clients into kings. James makes those phones ring.
Hey SEO friends, James Slattery here. Today we have a zinger. Seo Neo, one of my favorite tools, if not my favorite tool. Automatic link builder, supreme, and I want to go over what I do with it and what's in store for it. What can we do now with it as of this past week? So let's get into it. So Seo Neo is an automatic link builder with powerful diagram editor and bunch of strategies and techniques baked in. This is their diagram editor, and when you look at this, each one of these boxes like this is your money site, but these are PDF uploads. There's probably 30 to 50 PDF upload sites in that one box. So when you build a strategy like this and execute, it works really well, especially if they get crawled and indexed. Ingredients. So as far as what does Neo do at its most basic level, it creates articles from AI with images, embeds videos, and posts them on clouds, private hosts, Web 2.0, and more. When I went to buy Seo Neo, it was a no-brainer. I loved SEO Autopilot. Elias and his crew do an amazing job. They keep the program up to date. It works. That's it. And basically with Neo, they promised a ton and they over-delivered. So what do I do with Seo Neo? Well, the big thing about Seo Neo is what properties are you involving? Are you involving now Google business profile properties, GBP properties? Yes, now we are. And up till a week ago, we were also including these, and we still do, and we love incorporating these into SEO Autopilot. So your Reddit links, your manipulated links, your parasites, your press releases, your press release pages. Press release pages are, lineup of the titles of your press releases and maybe a link out to the most popular one or one with the best metrics. Your Google Stacks, your cloud pages, your IFTTT, your tier 1, your socials, your citations, your podcasts, your dominator and entity ranker stuff, everything. Throw the kitchen sink at it. See the kitchen sink there? Throw the kitchen sink at it. Whether you link to them or embed them in your content that you put on SEO Autopilot, this is a beginning map. Next, as far as setup is concerned, I recommend that you jump into the setup, clear up the setup section as much as you can. Then go into the clouds, do the clouds. I would recommend doing it on dual screen so you can have the directions on one side and be executing it on another. The directions, the documentation, Seo Neo documentation is very good. That's how I registered them. And then I just fired in the, private keys and access names and buckets, and you're good to go. Second to last thing, the buckets. So I would configure one job. I have a bunch of test properties for my own business. I would configure a test bucket. So a test bucket would be for one of my SEO properties somewhere, and incorporate rich content. We're going to go into that in a minute. Then, once you have the buckets configured and you have everything else configured, then you can start running campaigns. And the campaigns, they run fast. They're easy to configure. They're super easy to rerun. It's awesome. Or you can jump into the wizard, which is even easier. The wizard has probably 8 to 10 wizards right now. Each one's a different SEO technique. And inside there, they give you a full description as to when and where to use them. Note, as far as configuration and setup, I use by proxies and I create my own Gmails. As far as rich content, remember, they're putting together images, video, and embeds. Those are 3 main properties. Then you have your linking properties, but you have your 3 ingredients for the page content. What I recommend, I use Imgur, or I use the money site for hosting. Probably the money site work better. Then the video URL, I usually use YouTube and Vimeo stuff. And then the embeds, embed everything. Anything that can embed, you should have embed code, and you should fire them all into your embeds. As far as creating tips, I always say, you're going to put it out there. You might as well make it clickable. Make it fun and engaging. Make it clickable. To some random person's out there, let them click on it. So remember, fun pictures, fun content. That's the way I like to do it. You can take it another route, but I've had a lot of success this way. As far as pictures, I use Ideogram. As far as text, I use Perplexity. I also use their generator for some of the smaller stuff. As far as reviewing the links that are created within SEO Autopilot, you use OpenList. That's an extension for Chrome. As far as PDF stuff, Video to Page, what a program, super cool, lifetime deal on AppSumo, creates PDF out of YouTube videos exceptionally well. They look awesome. So those are nice. Includes, plus SEO Neo has a whole built-in portion for PDF promotion. Next thing, press releases, I use AB Newswire. AI songs, I do incorporate them. I even include them in this video. I use Suno or Beat Oven. ATB for traffic, awesome traffic bot for traffic. I try to create, very few authority links inside my stuff so I don't get diverted when I'm sending traffic, CTR traffic through. I don't want the traffic to divert off to the authority links, so I usually keep it just my own links in the tiers. iframe schema pages, that's important. So if you want to have schema on a page that is created and posted with SEO Neo, you iframe the schema page. Now you have schema on the page that iframed your schema page. Spot check the links with OpenList. They give you tons of output as far as what links were created. Open them up, see the links. You're going to learn a lot from that. This is a big tip, okay? And then you just have the logos from the programs. Next, as far, basically, if they had stopped there and all they did was organic with SEO Neo, we'd be pretty happy because it works as prescribed. But now they do GMB and GBP stuff. So if Neo wasn't good enough, Elias went out and got some top GMB strategies and automated them into SEO Neo. They're really good. They're cutting edge. They work. Every time I run one of these campaigns, the needle moves. The three things that they've added into Neo: heat maps, GBP Blast, and GBP Sniper. These campaigns run fast. They can be rerun easily. Heat maps are just your geogrids. GBP Blast is blasting driving direction URLs to fix red spots in your heat maps. We'll go over that later. GBP Sniper takes a full list of GBP URLs and promotes them with brand stuff. It works. Recommended. Also recommended with GBP promotion inside SEO Neo is Cloud Stacks and the RD100, the referring domains 100. Super, super, super diagram. Run that at your link targets. Heat maps cost about $1. It's worth it. Basically, you go into the pricing here, and this for 10,000 credits. You'd have to, most people, would run them a couple of months, I would imagine. But if you're busier, obviously you'd get a bigger package, and $249 for 50,000. That's a lot of heat maps. But sometimes you'll want to run heat maps at your GeoGrid place. Sometimes you'll run them here to keep pace with the campaigns that you're configuring inside SEO Neo. Okay, so GBP Sniper is their brand building. Basically, it's throwing a whole bunch of automatic link groups at your link targets, a bunch of GBP related URLs, stuff that they create inside their program from your GBP. It does utilize the CID, which most of us know is tricky ground, and they do too. So they recommend that after you run this diagram at your target once, flip the CID and the place ID for subsequent runs. Remember that this campaign can also utilize dynamic sites, cloud sites, and self-hosted WordPress. You can incorporate those. There could be some really good ingenuity there. And I make plenty of use of these, so Merlino stops yelling about brand. But he's right. This thing is a great brand builder. So definitely utilize that. Next, we have the Geogrids from our heat maps from Seo Neo. And this, the GBP Blast, uses driving direction URLs, and it puts the driving direction URLs into a sheet and then hits them with 80,000 blog comments. It sounds not what it is, because in reality it works, and it works really well. And the sheet is a Google property, so you can pound it with tons of low quality links. So quantity, not quality, and tons of quantity. The other thing is the program, when you're configuring this campaign, it does have a feature in it to allow you to move the center. So say that your worst corner in your diagram is down here, right? You can move the center down to here and restart, and it's almost like having a second GMB, because inside of Neo, it works really well to re-promote from that position. Okay. Next, as far as results, so the first job that I ran was a skin esthetician, and their average, like a skin treatment spa, and their average for 10 keywords, small site, seldom anything done to it, and small listing, not a lot of reviews. It started at an average of 10 for her average keywords position ranking, and in the middle of running the jobs, I ran 2 jobs for her. I ran one of each, the Blast and the Sniper, and in the middle of running it, because it took an overnight, in the middle of the overnight it was 7, and at the end it was 4. And the cool thing about the Geogrids, make a note of it right now, is when you do the heat maps for a keyword, it stacks them up, and it has a full grid of your visibility scores and how many are in the 3-pack, how many are in the top 10, etc. It's a pretty good way to track a keyword. I do like it a lot. Now, make sure that you review the resulting links and use OpenList, the Chrome extension, and review them and cherry pick them to see what the higher ranked ones are for maybe future campaigns. Don't sleep on Seo Neo heat map organization. It's really good. Yeah, this setup is really exceptional. When you try it, you'll see. Don't overload jobs. These are the final notes, basically some tips that I have as far as running Seo Neo. I can go through, in the second or third slide, I presented a whole bunch of different link targets. We can go through specific link targets in future videos if you'd like. But don't overload jobs. It's hard to track the results. If you put too many links in, that means you're diluting the number of links to other properties. In most cases, that is the case. Track granular movement. I like to use SERP Robot to track the super small moves in GBP during running tools on it. I find that the numeric values between 0 and 200 help me see movement much better. Don't spend too much time in campaign prep. Once the buckets are full, maybe 10 minutes to fully configure a campaign. Yeah, if you're in there for an hour, 2 hours, in my opinion, you're spending too much time in there. I've run a ton of jobs between SEO Autopilot and SEO Neo, and they basically flow the same way. They work, they run well. The program's really good at once you choose your GBP listing, it pulls in everything that it needs. So you're not retyping addresses and it's really good in that respect. So I definitely recommend, checking it out. I believe they have some sort of they might have a trial going on right now. I'm not sure. Meaning you can get a demo. You can reach out to Elias for that. Anyway, that's what I plan to discuss today. And if there's further comment or requests for future videos, let me know in the comments here or on Facebook. And have a great day. Take care. Thanks. Bye.